You like crazy pastas? Watch Andal. Better hit subscribe if you got some damn balls. Coming at you every way like crisscross. Better think twice before you cross this boss. You like crazy pastas? Watch Andal. Better hit subscribe if you got some damn balls. Coming at you every way like crisscross. Better think twice before you cross this boss. Huh?
Hello guys, what is up? Andal here today, bringing you guys another cartoon creepypasta. So in this cartoon creepypasta, we're going to be doing a creepypasta called The Fairly Oddparents Sweet Revenge. It is actually a really good creepypasta. I've watched it, or not watched it, but I've read it a few times. I really thoroughly enjoy it. I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy it, so be sure to leave a like on this video. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, and leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what other cartoon creepypastas you guys would like to see. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Okay, so I am a huge Fairly Oddparents fan. I watch it whenever I can. Lately, however, I have been really busy, so I missed a lot of the new episodes in Season 5. Once the box set came out, I tried to buy it, but I did not have enough money. Luckily, one of my friends, who was also a huge fan of the show, had let me borrow his copy of the set so I could see the episodes that I missed. When I had first picked up the box set, I faintly noticed that the Nickelodeon logo was missing from the front cover. I did not really let it process through my mind though. Over the coming weeks, I slowly watched the episodes whenever I could. When I was about to finish it, I noticed something odd. There was an episode numbered 21. All of the seasons, including this one, ended in 20 episodes. This 21st episode was titled Sweet Revenge. I attempted to Google the episode to no avail. So as you can guess, I played the episode. The episode began in near crystal quality, almost better than the others. It opened in Timmy's bedroom. He woke up, his fairies greeted him, etc., etc. It was very similar to the previous episodes. About 1 minute into it, he went out of his room to go downstairs. About 5 seconds after he was down the stairs, his dad walked through the front door with a bloodstained machete in his hand. Timmy, about as terrified as I was at this point, screamed, "Dad, what have you done?" he cried, shaking nervously. His dad mumbled something, but I could barely make out anything except for the consonant berg. My mind was too freaked out to process that. His dad walked normally, but was a criminally successful feeling. Across the living room to the kitchen, he wiped off the knife and placed it back into the cabinet as if nothing had ever happened. My mind wanted to stop the episode, but I kept going. The episode cut to the next scene. Timmy was playing anxiously in his room with the expression like he had just seen a ghost. The camera shot switched to an angled shot so I could see out Timmy's door. I vaguely saw the shadow of his dad walking down the hallway with the machete in his hand. Cosmo quickly warned Timmy, and they attempted to poof away. However, Timmy's dad, having burst through the door, frantically tried to get his son. He threw the knife at Timmy, but horribly missed, and instead gouged out Cosmo's eye. Cosmo let out a throat-shredding scream as blood poured out ferociously. Wanda, somehow oblivious to what had just happened to Cosmo, poofed away. Timmy, having been teleported to downtown Dimsdale, tried to find a telephone to call the police. Upon picking up the payphone, he suddenly heard a voice. It was his dad's voice, but his tone was demonic, petrified. He shut his eyes and tried to wake himself up as if he was in a dream. Before he knew it, he could not reopen his eyes, and it seemed as if his eyes were melting. The blood from them formed a devil's pentagram inside his eyelids. The episode switched scenes. Timmy woke up in his bed as if nothing had ever happened. His fairly godparents were not there to greet him, but he could hear the sounds of Wanda's crying. When Timmy looked over to her, he could see what she was crying about. The machete was still in Cosmo's skull. Blood was oozing out, a pool forming under his head on the floor. Timmy glanced outside to see some of his neighbors impaled on the streets by a giant stake. Without warning, his eyes became bloodshot red and binary code flashed across the screen. Then the ending credits showed. I hastily looked up at the binary code to horrifyingly discover what the message was. He was first, you are next. When you see the red light, you will die. Later that day, I read in the newspaper that a lunatic had impaled 3 people. I was so scared my brain almost stopped working. I could not sleep at all that night. The next day, my parents had to literally force me to go to school. Eventually, after being nearly dragged there, I was starting to feel the effects of not sleeping. I decided to close my eyes for a second. I suddenly saw an incredibly bright flash of red light. I cannot express the fear I had felt from seeing that light. When I tensely opened my eyes, I saw the friend that lent me the set almost killing himself with laughter. The aftermath. During the fateful day that I watched my friend's box set, I feel bad about those events that happened to me. I finally told my parents about the time I watched Sweet Revenge. My mom invested therapy session. I told the doctor of what happened to me. He said, if you ask your friends to lend him or her box set of a show you love, say no. That's your only decision. Besides, you should follow my therapy doctor's warnings if you don't want to suffer the same thing that happened to me. Alright guys, so I think that's a pretty good creepypasta. I would probably give it about a 9 out of 10. It was pretty amazing. I liked it. It seemed like the story came together really well. It was a really good show, a really good writing, I should say, a really good reading. If you guys would like to check the reading out yourself, there's going to be a link in the description below telling you guys the link to where the reading is. And also, since I don't promote it very much, I also got my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and all that stuff down in my description box as well if you guys would like to check that out. With that said, this has been Andal, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.